Hello! Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. For this installment, I'm going to use the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Is it illustrated or something by? I know there's a website. My brain's going a little slow. usgames.inc. No, usgamesinc.com. There we go. You can see it there. It's on this screen. Feel free to freeze frame. usgamesinc.com. That's what's on this box. That's the tarot, the oracle cards, energy oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. One of my more enjoyable decks, in my opinion. Use it a lot. Where is your... Oh, Sandra, I didn't get your book out, Sandra. I'm so sorry. HayHouse.com. I believe it's on the bottom. There's also HayHouseRadio.com. But HayHouse.com. If you search Sandra Ann Taylor, you'll find it. Are these the websites? Yeah. So here's more information. If you're interested, feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. I also use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. And I use a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element to match up with that. They are from here. The ones I currently use are from here. The Dice Shop, I think it says Math Art Fun. Can't read it. Math Art Fun, is that what it says? mathartfun.com, if you want to check that out. Hopefully you can read that if you want to read that. Alright, with that being said, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. And let's go on to your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. The readings are valid when you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Capricorn? I feel like we're very metered out and dramatic right now. What's that about? The past has to come back first. Okay. The past has to come back first. Past has to come back first. That's it. Okay. If a situation isn't working, is it working? If a situation isn't working, is it better for you to leave it? It depends on what you're dealing with. So, Capricorn is interesting because they don't back down. They don't let people push them around. But at the same time, they do not waste their time. They're not going to show up to waste their time. And the more they see a situation as wasting their time, typically, from what I understand of Capricorn, once they really see it like it's not only been wasting my time, but it's currently wasting my time, and it's just going to keep wasting it more and more, it's kind of like, all right, I need to go, because this is not what I signed up for. Capricorn does not show up to waste their time. It's just not how it goes. And I'm getting there's something going on here where I've been here too long. Current energy is saying I've been here too long, which is ironic because it's kind of like I feel like I'm looking back and I'm like, you know what? I knew that didn't seem right when it started going that way. And I did what I could to keep it under control. And it's kind of like it's been too long. I feel like I've given this more than enough of a chance. I've done everything I can with it. And, there's too many other factors at play here. I feel like I'm wasting my time. So I feel like we're already at that spot with, like, how long do I wait for this? This is where the past has to come back. I have to look back and go, you know what? I've done a lot to make this work out right. And no matter what I do, it's just not
It's not serving me like it should. It's not paying me out like it should. It's not giving me what I deserve. It's not doing it. And I don't see that changing. If this reading is hitting, if it is, this situation gives you a lot of stress. Part of the reason you have that stress is because I feel like not only do you know it's time to go, you want to go, but you're like, but the thing is, Capricorn takes responsibility very, very seriously. And it's kind of like, I need to be completely 100% sure that I want and need and am going to do this before I do this. Want, need, and I'm going to do it. So there's a lot here. Like, all this has to line up. And then I'm going to go into something better, because I'm definitely not going to go into something that's just as bad or worse. If I'm going to leave, all those things have to line up. Plus, I need to have something better to go on to. Okay. It's stressful. I feel like this is very stressful. If this reading is hitting, it's very stressful. I want to believe in the future, and I don't think people understand where you really where you are right now. One of the reasons they don't know that, though, is because this is your business. This is something for you to control, not for other people to make decisions about. This is not for them to decide what they want for you. No. So especially, for example, if this is a work situation, you may be keeping it very close to your chest that you're considering leaving this situation. Mostly because you don't want people to hear that and go, oh, if you're leaving anyway, well, maybe we'll get rid of you ourselves, or we'll take you after that, or we won't give you this, or we won't give you that. We're not giving them that control. This is not for them to control. Not allowed. Not allowed. But I also see, like, I can see, like, I know there's something better for me out there. I feel like that's where that energy is. Like, you know there's something better for you out there. There's something better for you. And the situation has run its course. You want to be hopeful, and you are kind of hopeful, but you don't want to be a fool. You didn't show up to be a fool either. So it's kind of like, yeah, there must be something better there. There must be something better out there for you, definitely. But have you found it yet? Okay, so here's some unexpected avenues coming up. Which one do we do first? I want to do this one. Unlikely allies. This could be a friend. This could be a relative of a friend. This could be somebody that's a relative that you normally don't care for. Take that where you got to take it. Somebody is going to look out for you. Somebody believes in you. Somebody likes you. At least certain aspects. I keep getting that this is somebody that you normally probably don't like. Yet this person also acknowledges that you have certain attributes that are very good. You may not like them, but they're okay with you. It might be one of those people who is going to look out for you because they feel like you deserve somebody to look out for you. When I say this, I feel like this is somebody I feel like you don't deal with them too often because they're not your thing. I don't know how the energy really is, but I feel like they see the value in you. They see it. Okay. Unlikely ally that you're not expecting because you don't really jive with. Also, pay attention to the people who just kind of yammer on. I don't feel like Capricorn usually spends too much time with that type of energy. That's another energy that's just typically not your jam. Okay? Pay attention to these people for now while you're looking for a different option. Because this energy that keeps just kind of talks, and they always have. That's always who they've been. You'll be surprised what they can offer you. It's almost like this person who yammers on and you let them yammer on. Capricorn tends to pay attention. That's the thing. If somebody's talking to you, you tend to pay attention. It's just they go in so many different directions, it gives you a headache. It's just kind of like, we're either going to have a conversation or we're not. And if they're talking about 50 different things, it's just kind of like, They'll give you opportunities. So for example, if this is a job situation and you, at the appropriate time, let them know that you're leaving this job or that you've left that job, they'll talk about several different things they've heard in the job market. One or two of them may be good for you. You'll pull out the ones you need and you'll search those leads down. But letting that person yammer on, you might be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that company. It's about a half an hour away, but they do what I do. I do know how to do that stuff. Maybe I should check their website out. Maybe I should see if they have anything open on their career tab. Maybe I should do that. It could be one of those things. Like this person that goes on, they might talk about a company that you either didn't realize was there or you haven't thought about in a long time. That happened to me once. I'm water. I'm Pisces, but still. There was a place years ago. I didn't even know it existed. It's literally 20 minutes from my house. Didn't even know it was there. Somebody mentioned it, and I was like, what's that about? And then I found this, I found that. Lo and behold, I applied for a job. It was one of the best jobs I've had. I was there for a while. I was there for not quite a decade, but a good amount of time. I'm just saying. And it was just by somebody listening to somebody talk, and I'm like, what? What's that? What are you talking about? I never heard of that before. And then I was like, well, let me search out that link. Well, let me see what else is there. What do they have to offer? And then I applied, and I got in there, and it was good. These are allies. These are things that can serve you if you just let them serve you, let them help you. Doesn't mean you have to go to lunch every day with them or you have to be buddy-buddy with them. Like, yay, let's skip down the street holding hands. I'm not saying you have to do that. But, give it a chance to work in your favor. Capricorn is very loyal in my opinion, too. Who knows? You might have the opportunity to pay that back in a different way later. I feel like Capricorn is very honorable, and like when somebody helps you, you'll remember that. And who knows? Someday down the road, they may need a little bit of help, and you'll just pay it back how you need to. Don't worry about it. Or maybe this is somebody that you've done for, and this is a version of them paying you back for something you've done for them. Who can say? I can't right now. This is general read. This will move you forward to the next era. Because, if it's a job situation, it's not likely Capricorn will move on until they have something to move on to. Not likely. I'm not saying it's impossible. It depends on your situation, but not likely. Don't feel bad about the way you connect through to this, because I feel like, again, these energies, you're not really warm and fuzzy with them. Don't worry about it. Go forward with what you need. Don't let that hold you back. Don't overanalyze it. Let it be. You got the information the way you got the information. It will balance out for you in some time. I just wouldn't feel bad about it. Accept it for the change that's going on and allow yourself to walk through this door. There's something about this moment in time where I just don't feel like it's right for me to benefit off of this. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like it's fine. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know what to say about that. So you could end up blocking this advancement for yourself if you're not willing to let this happen. Because these two energies, you're just not comfortable with, and you might not let them help you. This doesn't have to be that hard. So they're saying don't create that block for yourself because you don't like them. I don't feel like these people are bad people, but you just don't like them. I don't know how else to say it. Don't let that be a block for you. Accept it, go with the energy, let it transition through. It will balance, just let it balance. Let it balance in its own timing. Whatever you're coming into, I do feel like Capricorn is honorable. I just feel like Capricorn is honorable. With that base energy, I mean, I do want to say, this is kind of like the vocation thing. Whoever you are inside, you're either an honorable person or you're not. It goes like teacher, priest, police officer, whatever you got, politician. The person's core is the person's core. The vocation doesn't make them a good or bad person. Same thing with your astrological sign. Being a Capricorn doesn't make you a good or bad person. It's all what you do with the energy. The natural Capricorn energy I do connect with, when it's in a positive light, is very honorable and always looks out. They don't take advantage of people, but they make sure that they, somebody who honors them, they honor them back. I feel like that's a very honorable part of Capricorn. You will have your moment to pay it back. I wouldn't let it hold you down. I just keep getting this sense about, this is why I didn't want to let them help me, because now I feel like I owe them. You don't owe them for the rest of your life. Don't worry about it. If the moment comes and it's feasible to help them, you will. You know what I mean? I feel like don't let yourself hold yourself back because of this. And don't hold that, like, don't hold the guillotine above your own head. Because I feel like some of you will do that. Kind of like, oh, I owe this person. I have to keep looking for an opportunity to like balance that off the books. You don't have to do that. I keep getting that because it's like taking you into a better time of life. Your life is getting better, but I just keep getting that feeling. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say about it. You don't have to do that. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You are very honorable. You will, when the appropriate time comes, you will balance it out. It will happen. Trust yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Know that you are that. Because I feel like sometimes Capricorn gets a bad rap. I mean, you're the devil card in the tarot deck. I feel like that's not fair. I feel like they should give a different name to that card now, because it's just that you have boundaries and you're not willing to budge on those boundaries. And that's what it is. I see that card differently because of that now. I don't see it as like this evil card anymore. I see it as kind of like there's boundaries, and if you screw up, you're going to pay for it. I see it as one of those cards. You know, you play nice with the devil plays nice with you. That's kind of how I feel about that too. Going forward, there's a lot of healing. One of the things you may not realize if you're letting these people help you, again, I don't think you should hold it over your own head that you need to pay them back. You bring about a lot of healing. So these energies might feel like you're never going to like them and never going to give them a chance. Just the fact that you're maybe nicer to them after this, maybe, that brings healing to the situation that maybe didn't happen before. Just because somebody helps you, by the way, doesn't mean you trust them either. Let's remember that. Sure, they help you, and that's great. And, you know, when there's a time where you could pay them back, you'll do so appropriately. Just because they help you, that doesn't mean you trust them. It doesn't mean you should trust them. Not saying that either. But if you are nicer to them and you give them a chance, it might give them the impression that they could actually heal something. And it may bring healing for them. That might be what you're actually giving somebody. The chance to heal, the chance to do better, the chance to want to do better. Feeling like, you know, I can make this right. That may be what you're giving them. That may be literally what you're giving them. Are we good? I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.